What's going on, everybody? I'm sitting here on Wednesday. It is the day after July 4th, so I am certainly not expecting too much to be going down. There's absolutely not a lot going on. Just looking at my up-gapper list here. Always looking for things over 100,000, so I mean, I've only got really 4, maybe Kara still in play, stocks to really be looking at here. So first we got Baidu. Baidu had a what was it? They're entering a partnership with Nvidia. Microsoft Cloud, accelerate adoption of autonomous driving, definitely a good sign. So I'll be looking for this one for a gap and go, maybe a short pullback at the open. You can see the daily is kind of all over the place, really. If anything, we're kind of making like a gigantic triangle. You can see here. It's kind of interesting. Maybe the monthly shows it a little bit better. Yeah, you can see that kind of going crazier. That's actually a pretty good setup here. So I mean, maybe we'll see something. I doubt we'll see like 200 or something crazy, but I mean, it could be like a swing trade or something there. I'm actually kind of interested. I want to draw some lines on this one. We'll take it from the top here, and we'll just go all the way down. There's a couple more. And then we'll do one last one. Okay, so I'm just keeping an eye on those. I don't know. They are quite a ways away, so not even really much of a worry today. But checking out Baidu, also looking at Cabela's. Apparently they were under an investigation for their merger, and now they are not. So 150,000 buyer here, but as of the rest here, we're only sitting at maybe 300,000 shares or something like that. So checking out the daily, see it's got a pretty big uptrend here after it's kind of failed to move lower. So now we're kind of starting to fill this gap area here. So looking like up above, a little bit above 61 here. Might be seeing something. So I'll be keeping an eye on that one. Then we have MU. MU had a really nice uptrend here pre-market. See the volume's kind of coming in here and it's starting to move a little higher. Obvious trend line here. Been moving up a lot. Bounced off of the 33 here. I'd figure we'd probably go back up because they beat their third quarter estimates, or their year over year, by quite a lot. You can see $6.2 compared to $1.90, so definitely positive news for them. Be watching those ones out of the gate too. Guess I'm keeping an eye on Tesla. The market's kind of had a nice move up and then it pulled back a little bit. Now we're starting to move back up towards the highs again. But Tesla, something with Volvo, and Volvo's starting their own electronic car or something. So I guess it's just moving down on competition or something like that. Because there's no real bad news. Oh, okay. Goldman Sachs lowered their price target. That's definitely something to look at. I didn't notice this news down here. What else we got? Tesla, quarter two up 53, but it dropped. So not too sure what's going on with Tesla. I'll be keeping an eye on it later in the day. I'm probably not going to trade it for a gap trade or anything, but we'll just have to see what happens. As for my sheet in front of me, things that I gotta absolutely pay attention to, especially in a market like this, is cutting my losses faster. I know that my best winners do exactly what I want them to do, exactly when I want them to do it. Need to be drawing the daily trend lines. Volume shows momentum, which also shows an A+ setup. I want to pay attention on the daily chart to support and resistance levels, gaps, volume trend support, and other profit-taking patterns. The open, I want to watch out for VWAP failure, 20-30% of the average daily volume. See if it's a low float. Baidu is not a low float, but it's definitely not a high float either. I think it was about 26 million, and we're already, I think it was at like 150, 200. Nope, we're at 100,000, and it's 29 million float, so we ain't close. The SPY also has patterns to pay attention to. Look out for big volume, take what the market gives to me. No institutional means less support and resistance, but also easier trend following. Pay attention to supply and demand areas. When scaling in, the VWAP provides a good scale-in opportunity, especially for gap trades. Reversals must be fast, not slow and drawn out. They must show weakening volume and strong volume on my side, especially in the level 2, as well as the time and sales. And lastly, don't do what doesn't work. Kind of talking about my spreadsheets and my numbers, statistics, things like that. So definitely going to be looking out today. Probably going to be a fairly slow day, but we'll see what market gives me, see what we can do. And I'll be flipping it back on whenever we get a little bit closer. Alright, sitting here looking at MU. Baidu's making a pretty big move up here. It's kind of breaking out of its consolidation. Same with MU. I think I'll keep riding the momentum. Oh. Never mind. Let's watch it here, see what it does. If I would have taken this, I would have had a stop loss under 50, so I would be risking about 25 cents here. And I think it would have gotten it by now. Looks like it. SPY's moving up, Baidu's moving up. Cabela's not really doing anything. Wow. MU is definitely a solid trade here. What's the low is 86.16, 87. So that's about a whole dollar there. Yeah, it is a whole dollar. Yeah, Baidu's breaking down here. SPY's moving down. Sector's moving up. But oh man, that's too bad. I definitely missed MU. I was just too slow. Looking at Cabela here. Make my stop loss below 60. I could hop in at 9 here. Let's see. 59.09, so that'd be 250 shares. And then if I hop back in at 15, that's only 5 cents, so I could hop in for another 500 there. Okay, if Cabela starts moving up here, I'm gonna hop in. Ooh, SPY's not helping. I don't know how much I'm liking it. Oh yeah, the sector's dropping hard too. I don't know. If the SPY of the sector turns around here, I'd join it, but it ain't looking too good. Because we're dropping kind of hard. It's not just a slow move down, it's a big move down. Yeah, there's bounce. MU's topping out, and there's the breakdown of Cabela. Following along with the sector. So let's see, what else was I looking at? DB, MU, and Baidu. Baidu is dropping. Alright, no trades this morning. I will have to turn it back on and see if anything else comes up later in the day. Okay, I've been sitting here watching MU for a while now, and I think that it finally might start to be acting up here. What I'd like to do is I'd like to get a 250 in at 25. You can see it's making a nice big old bull flag here pretty much throughout the entire day, and the bids were starting to outweigh the ask there for a second. But I'm looking for a reason to really not take this trade anymore. You can see it looks good on the 15s, looks good on the 5s. It's finally starting to squeeze in towards the middle there. But I haven't really seen a reason as to why I shouldn't get into this just yet. It's in the tech sector, and the tech sector's been up fairly big today. Same with the SPY. SPY went above its, SPY turned green again, but it's slowly creeping back towards the, last close. But if it's kind of bouncing off of the VWAP here, I definitely like that. So I'm gonna try and get in half size at 25, and then I'll add another 250 at 30. See, we got a low of 12 over here. I think if it breaks that, then it's got to be over, because that kind of ruins the flag aspect of all of this. See, lots of green here. I like that. It still has a volume. I just want to see the right kind of volume. Yeah, see, the big buyers are going in, starting to come in here. Oh, big sellers now. Wow, that turned red pretty quick there. See how it reacts. I bounce off of the VWAP again. Alt keys messed up. Okay, looking better. Liking the numbers. Bunch of sellers here. If we can break it, might see something more. Let's see, the high of this 5 is 26. If I see that 50 start moving down, seeing these numbers get eaten up, I'll hop in. Okay. I'm hopping in. I'm in long at 24. Saw that 50 go away. Thought it might snap up. Oh, shoot. Well, how about that? That's what you get for jumping the gun, I guess. Maybe it'll hop back up here. So we got 27 on the trend line. Alright, well now we're struggling to hit that 25 mark. Of course, the SPY's dropping. There's 25. Alright, I'm gonna add it 30. I'm gonna wait till it hits 30 this time. No getting in at 29. I'm upping my size a little bit here because it's only gonna be a 5 cent, or I guess a 6 cent stop loss. I wouldn't be surprised to see it bounce off of this trend line and come back towards the 20. But if it does break out, I want to catch it. Volume's increasing, it's a good sign. I think I'm changing my mind here. I don't think I'm going to add at 30. I think that's a little too late. I think I want to hop in probably somewhere at 27 or 28. Because 30 is just too far away. Especially considering the trend line and the way that it's acting around it right now. So I think I will lower my share size, but I'll get in a little bit earlier. So I'll be 500 long with an average price of probably 26. So I'll be looking for the breakout of this candle up here. Alright, let's see how it acts around 20. The SPY is not helping at all. Gotta keep my stop loss the same though, because VWAP hasn't moved, and it's still acting right within the trend line. It's just the SPY is making me a little nervous. And we just hit 11 o'clock too, so it's about lunchtime. Some big orders there. Again. Got it. I'm going to squeeze. That was good. $27 million. Sounds like a solid there. Nothing moves there. That's 26. Looking at visual lines. Obviously looking at regional. Just slowly stays out further and further. Because there's very breaking of it, but still staying the major one, I guess you'd say. Well, I've certainly been in this for quite some time now. It's just a battle. I'm just waiting for that pop to come. I feel like it's coming. It's just the range keeps getting tighter and tighter. There's 27. Okay, I'm in full size, 500 shares, average price of 25. So if I lose 10 cents on it, which my original stop loss was 15, that means I'd be down 50 bucks. looking for a return of 10 cents, so I'm looking to get out at 35, or at least take profits, which is where this one is. So I'm hoping we start seeing a squeeze up here. I think 22 is probably a good place to get out of this, because if it's not going to break it there, it's probably not going to break it at all. So if this number starts chipping away here, I'll just take it. Yeah, bid in the ask is kind of pretty on the ask side again. Alright, ended up finishing, lost 17 bucks. Too bad, oh well, just the way it goes, I guess. Didn't have I mean, it looked really good, it did, and then it just just couldn't really bust out. So that's just the way it goes. So I am going to do a end of day recap now then. Really, there's only a few things to talk about. Really, I was looking at MU at the very open. I was saying to myself, yeah, I'll take it right out of the gates, but I mean, as soon as I said that, it was all of a sudden the market opens 10 seconds later and this thing spikes straight up. Couldn't really get anything done with it, so ended up missing the trade. Only other really thing that I was looking at was AMBA for a reversal. Obviously, you can see that it did do the reversal, but on the 1 minute chart, it had no setup for me. I made a new high, made a new low high, new low high, made a new high, and then it just absolutely crashed. What I wanted to see it do is at least come down somewhere around here, pop back up, fail to move higher, and then I would have shorted it underneath that, but never set up, so ended up missing the trade. Again, just one of those things, I just missed it. And then I finally just got out of MU. I was looking at it on the 15s and the 5s and made a really nice triangle pattern. But as it started getting to where I got in, I mean, I got in a while ago. I was in this trade for about 20 minutes. It was somewhere around here. It was popping back up. Because I know it was around the time where it looked like it was going to squeeze up again. But it ended up popping up to 31. I was up almost 20 bucks on the trade at one point. But obviously I needed more. I needed it to at least hit 35. Pulled back, couldn't move higher, decided, alright, well, it's probably not going to do it now, it's probably not going to do it at all. So I ended up bailing out, finishing down 17 on the day. I did what I should have done though, cut my losses faster, managed my risk a little bit better, ended up taking 2 trades on it. Just a $25 and a $25 risk to start with, just in case, you know, I hopped in here and then it just immediately stopped me out. But pretty slow, boring day. I didn't really expect too much, it being the day after July 4th, so It's just the way it goes. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow.